Once upon a time, in a quiet village of Eduvo, there lived a hunter named Bido. But unlike the other hunters, Bido was as lazy as a lizard basking in the sun. While his friends woke up early to hunt in the thick forest, Bido would stretch, yawn, and say, "Why walk when the world holds me comfort?" He would sit under the big mango tree, telling exaggerated stories about his great hunt. His wife, Umako, often sighed in frustration. "Bido, don't be lazy. Go and walk. Laziness cannot get us a pot of soup. One day, your laziness will bring shame to this family." But Bido would simply shrug and grin without saying a word. Instead of going to the forest to hunt, he would go with his wife to the village stream to get some water. One day, a villager who had also come to the stream said to him, "Bido, your mates are in the forest hunting. There's no food for a lazy man. Go and walk, otherwise you'll go hungry." "Really? The birds in the sky don't walk, yet they never go hungry," Bido said to her. "Bido, the birds are always walking," said another villager. "Good. Take me to the factory where they work." "That's exactly where I'll walk," Bido replied with a smile. Those who heard what he said couldn't help laughing. One morning, after much nagging from Omako, Bido reluctantly picked up his rusty spear and headed to the forest. "Let me go hunting. Maybe I'll find something interesting," he said to Omako. What he truly planned was to find a quiet spot in the forest to nap until it is time to return home. As Bido wandered through the forest, he stumbled upon something strange under a tall tree. It was a drum, big, shining, and beautifully carved with patterns of animals on it. The drum seemed to glow faintly in the sunlight. Curious, Bido bent down to touch it. Suddenly, the drum spoke in a deep, booming voice. "Greetings, stranger. I am Iku, the talking drum. If you play me, I will summon animals to your feet. But beware, any day you tell a lie, you will face terrible consequences." Bido's eyes widened in surprise and greed. "A drum that can hunt for me? This is my lucky day," he thought. Without wasting time, he struck the drum with his hands. To his greatest surprise, a plump antelope appeared from the bushes and stood still as if it has been caught by a hunter's trap. "This is unbelievable!" Bido exclaimed. He tied the antelope and struck the drum again. There came a rabbit, then a guinea fowl. By sunset, Bido had more animals than he had ever caught in his entire life. With a cheerful smile, he marched back to the village, pulling the animals behind him. The next day, he went hunting again and caught more animals than he had the previous day. The villagers were surprised. "Isn't this Bido, the lazy one? How did he manage to catch so many animals in one day?" One villager said to another. Just because of the type of animals Bido caught every day, the villagers couldn't confront him. They only whispered behind his back. From that day, Bido became the talk of the village. Chiefs from nearby villages sent him gifts. Women sang songs praising his hunting skills, and children followed him around, hoping to learn his secrets. Even Omako, who had been his biggest critic, was impressed. But Bido's newfound fame went to his head. He grew lazy again, relying solely on the drum. He sold the animals to traders for gold and spent his days boasting about his hard work. One day, A curious villager, summoned courage, walked up to Bido and asked, Bido, how do you catch so many animals in a day? What's your secret? But Bido smiled with pride and then said, The gods had blessed me because of my dedication to hunting. But Iku the talking drum heard everything. Bido just lied, and Iku wasn't happy about it. That night, when Bido tried to use the drum, nothing happened. He hit it harder and harder in frustration, but the drum remained silent. Suddenly, it spoke in a thunderous voice. Bido, you have lied. You broke the rule. Now you will face the consequences. The ground began to shake, and all the animals Bido had captured in the past came back to life. But they were no longer ordinary animals. They were huge and looking so hungry. As Bido hit the drum harder, more angry animals were coming out of the forest, and that was when he started running. The animals ran after Bido, while scattering people's properties and causing a lot of confusion in the village that day. Bido's treasures were not spared. They were also destroyed by the animals. Help! Please stop them! Bido screamed while running, but the villagers too were also running for their lives. At last, the animals cornered Bido near the same tree where he used to nap. Trembling, he begged Iku for mercy. Please, great drum, I promise to change my ways. I will never lie again, and I will work hard from now on, he pleaded. The drum paused and then said, This is your last chance. Keep your promise, or you will lose everything forever. The glowing animals disappeared immediately, and the drum fell silent again. The next day, Bido woke up very early for the first time in years. He grabbed his spear and headed into the forest to hunt properly. That day, he worked very hard in the forest, but he felt a sense of pride and peace he had never known before. The villagers forgave him when they saw his effort, and Omako, though skeptical at first, smiled as she watched her husband work so hard. Bido remained hardworking for a long time, earning back the villagers' respect. But one night, as the moon rose high above Eduvo, strange drum beats echoed from the forest. The sound was distant, yet powerful, as if calling out to someone. Omako woke up in fear and anxiety. Bido, do you hear that? She asked. Bido woke up with his heart pounding. It's Iku, he said. He ran deep into the forest with so much fear. There, under the same tree where he first found the drum, laid Iku, no longer glowing, but cracked and dusty. Iku, Bido whispered. The drum replied weakly, Bido, there's a storm coming. A hunter from a faraway land is searching for me. He wants my power, but he does not respect truth. What do I do? Bido asked, his voice trembling. Protect the truth, Iku said faintly, or everything you love will be destroyed. Then the drum disappeared. By that time, news of Bido's past success had spread beyond Eduvo. In the neighboring kingdom of Garanda, there lived a ruthless hunter named Gomboro, a man with muscles like iron and a heart as cold as stone. Gomboro arrived in Eduvo with a large entourage and sacks of gold. He demanded to see the magical drum. When Gomboro saw Bido, he said in a loud voice, I have heard of Iku. Bring it to me, and I'll make this village richer than the king's palace. The drum doesn't belong to anyone. It serves truth, not greed, Bido said with boldness. Gomboro laughed. Truth? Truth doesn't feed hungry stomachs. That night, Gomboro and his men searched the forest, setting traps and cutting secret trees, hoping to find the drum. But the forest fought back. Wild wind howled, trees twisted and cried. Strange animals with glowing eyes chased the intruders out of the forest. Gomboro was not done. He returned the next day with fire, torches blazing, determined to burn the forest and force the drum out. Suddenly, Bido stood before Gomboro. Before you set one tree on fire, you have to burn me first, said Bido. Then step aside, Gomboro screamed. No! Bido shouted. I was once lazy and selfish, but the drum showed me the truth. I would not let you destroy it. Just then, a massive roar filled the sky. The clouds darkened. A giant magical animal made of smoke and light emerged from the sky. It was the spirit of Iku. Gomboro dropped his torch. He was so scared. You have disturbed the balance of nature, the spirit said, his voice like rolling thunder. You seek power, but not purpose. Leave the forest right now, or I'll destroy you. Gomboro and his men fled, never to return. The spirit turned to Bido. Because you have defended the truth, the drum shall sing one more time. And just then, the drum reappeared under the tree, while glowing. That evening, the villagers danced and sang around the tree, with Bido at the center. The story of Bido was shared from generation to generation, and the villagers never got tired of listening to it. It taught the villagers to always stay away from laziness and embrace hard work. It also taught the villagers the need to retrace one step whenever they are going astray. From the story, the villagers also saw the need to stand for the truth at all times. For more interesting stories, kindly subscribe to this channel. Please like, share, and comment on our videos.